Every time Finn shows trust, Steffy may feel guilt. Every time Carter appears, she may remember what happened. Every time Ridge speaks about family loyalty, the pressure could increase. And every unexpected interruption could become terrifying. The episode's most important dramatic achievement is therefore not the secret itself, but the uncertainty surrounding its future. Will Carter remain committed to protecting the secret? Will Steffy eventually regret agreeing to remain silent? Could someone accidentally discover what happened? Could Ridge begin noticing inconsistencies? Could Finn sense that Steffy is emotionally distant? These questions give the storyline momentum. The danger is especially high because Ridge has already walked into a private conversation between Steffy and Carter. He did not uncover the truth this time, but his presence establishes the possibility that he could become suspicious later. And if Ridge ever discovers that Steffy and Carter betrayed their partners, the emotional fallout could be enormous. Ridge would have to process not only Steffy's actions, but also the deception that followed. He could feel betrayed as a father. He could feel angry as a family member. And depending on how the truth emerges, he could become one of the most important figures in the aftermath. The same applies to Finn. If Finn eventually discovers the truth, the question will be whether he is more devastated by the betrayal itself or by the fact that Steffy chose to hide it. That distinction could determine everything. A confession made immediately after a mistake is one thing. A confession after weeks or months of deception is something else entirely. That is why Steffy's decision on this episode carries so much weight. She has not simply postponed a conversation. She has changed the future of that conversation. Meanwhile, Will and Dylan's romantic progress provides a hopeful counterbalance. Their night together demonstrates what happens when two people are allowed to focus on their feelings without external pressure. But their happiness could eventually attract the attention of people who are not ready to accept their relationship. Katie's concerns are not going away. The tension surrounding Dylan's intentions could return. And the more serious Will and Dylan become, the more difficult it will be for everyone around them to remain neutral. Elektra's storyline, by comparison, points toward opportunity. Her decision to focus on RJ and fashion suggests that she is beginning to understand that her future should not depend entirely on romantic drama. She can build something. She can create. She can contribute to a new vision. That makes her potentially more influential in the Forrester world. A youth fashion line could also connect several generations of the family. Ridge brings experience. RJ brings youthful creativity. Elektra brings a perspective that could help shape the collection's identity. If the project succeeds, it could become an important turning point. If it fails, however, the consequences could create another source of conflict. Perhaps the older generation will question whether the younger designers understand the business. Perhaps RJ will have to defend his vision. Perhaps Elektra will find herself caught between personal feelings and professional ambition. That is what makes the storyline worth watching. The August 24th episode is ultimately about choices and consequences. Steffy chooses silence. Carter chooses secrecy. Will and Dylan choose each other. Elektra chooses ambition. RJ chooses creativity. Each choice moves these characters closer to a future they cannot completely control. And the biggest irony is that the characters making the safest choices may actually be creating the greatest danger. Steffy thinks silence protects her relationship, but silence can become evidence of deception. Carter believes hiding the truth prevents destruction. But the longer the secret survives, the more devastating the eventual revelation could become. Will and Dylan believe they have finally found a private moment together. But privacy in Los Angeles rarely lasts forever. Elektra believes she can move forward through fashion. But professional success could bring new rivalries and unexpected complications. That is the essence of the bold and the beautiful. Nobody gets to make a decision without eventually confronting its consequences. The August 24th episode leaves viewers with several major questions moving forward. Will Steffy continue to protect the secret? Will Carter eventually become nervous and make a mistake? Could Ridge unknowingly stumble across another clue? Will Finn notice that something has changed in Steffy? Can Will and Dylan's relationship survive the concerns surrounding them? And can RJ and Elektra turn their youth fashion vision into something powerful? For Steffy, the immediate crisis may appear to be over. Ridge walked away without discovering the truth. Carter and Steffy agreed to remain silent. The secret survived another day. But that does not mean Steffi is safe. In fact, the danger may have only increased. Because now she has made a conscious decision to keep the truth hidden. And once someone chooses secrecy, every future moment becomes part of that secret. That makes the August 24th episode an important turning point. The real story is no longer simply what happened between Steffi and Carter. The real story is what they are willing to do to keep it hidden. And if the bold and the beautiful follows its traditional pattern, the truth will eventually demand to be heard. The only mystery is who will hear it first. Ridge? Finn? Someone completely unexpected? Until that moment arrives, Steffi and Carter are living under the pressure of a secret that could explode at any time. At the same time, Will and Dylan are building something that feels increasingly genuine, while Elektra and RJ are looking toward a future shaped by creativity rather than scandal. 3 storylines. 3 different emotional directions. 1 increasingly complicated Forrester universe. And that is exactly why the August 24th episode leaves such a strong impression. It does not simply resolve conflicts. It plants new ones. Steffi's silence may become her greatest burden. Will and Dylan's closeness may become their greatest challenge. And Elektra and RJ's fashion ambitions may become their greatest opportunity. The next chapter could determine whether these choices lead to happiness, heartbreak, success, or another devastating revelation. For now, the secret remains safe. But in Los Angeles, secrets rarely stay buried forever.